What's going on, people? What is going on? This is your man, Six Man K Styles, and you are now tuning into the Six Man Combo. Let's get it. Hey, what's what's going on, people? What is going on? As you already know, we jamming on Tuesday night, which means this is the Six Man Combo. I am your host, the Six Man K Styles. Join with me as usual, the mad scientist, Mad Mike Sports. Y'all already know what it is. And today we got a good little treat for y'all tonight. So before we go ahead and get started on it, what are those three special words that we got going on? In today's roll call, we got Pat Norris, Night Whisperer, Big Ant, Joseph Thornton, Andrew G. We got the coach in the building, Low Ski, Relly 1090, John Higgins, Brian Peoples, Drew True Statement, and C.O. Basie, ATL Leo, Ted Sports and Gaming. We got Michael Walker, Jerry Bowie, Keyshawn Black, Ephraim Jones, Odie TV. We got Michael in the building. Not Mad Mike, but we got Michael in the building. We got Sherman Wood, D. Sloan, Damian Beard, Rico 312, and Nathan Floyd. And we got Devontae in the building. And Sonya, my player partner Sonya, she just popped in here too. So let's go ahead and get this thing cracking here. In 3, 2, boom. All right, people. Let's go ahead and get into this, man. I think this is going to be a very interesting topic because this is one of the main talking points we have been hearing for the last few weeks. If you don't know, if you haven't seen what the title of this show is tonight, we're trying to get the focus away from talking about Booger Face, and we kind of moving on to some other stuff. Now, the major topic of this show tonight is Marcus Mariota versus Desmond Ridder. Because this seems like this is going to be a topic we're going to keep hearing about until it feels like it's a necessary change to happen. Now, Mike, I want you to bless me with this question. Bless me with an answer on this question I'm about to ask you. Now, so far, Falcons are 2-3 on the season, right?
Indeed.
Okay. The expectation of the Falcons at this point was to be 0-5. Am I correct?
Exactly.
Okay. Um. So, where do you think? You know what? Yeah. So, I'm trying to word this right. How do you feel about Marcus Mariota? I know we talk about it all the time, but we're going to isolate it tonight. How do you feel about Marcus Mariota?
I think he's good enough to win a championship with. I know that might shock a lot of people, but he's good enough to win a championship. I think a lot of people and mainly the media have put this spotlight on quarterbacks as they have to have. Um, they got to be Neo from the Matrix. They got to be the chosen one. They got to be number one overall pick. They got to be top five old, and they got to be able to throw the ball 100 miles an hour and throw the ball in the stands and have it bounce off the top of the roof and come back and somebody catch it, spin around in a circle and jump, hop, skip, and do all this other type of stuff. So that's not the case. All quarterbacks.
Well, what is the NFL street? What in the NFL street too is you talking about?
I know you would like that one. But that's the expectations for a player. And like I said, man, everybody think everybody's supposed to be Michael Vick with a Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady brain as far as I shouldn't even say Tom Brady. I should say Peyton Manning brain with the Michael Vick legs and the Aaron Rodgers arm. Everybody think that's the way a quarterback should be, and it's just not that way. And I stick to my statement. Marcus Mariota is good enough to win a championship. But this is the kicker. It's all about the team. If you build the team the proper way where you have defense, the offensive line, running game, anybody can win a championship. We've seen this time and time again. This has been the formula for the Steelers for years until they thought they was good enough. They thought they had one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of the universe and Ben Roethlisberger. So they started to change their own philosophy, and then they end up going right back to what got them, in that space to begin with. But it's running the ball, good offensive line, good defensive line, defensive front. So that's the recipe. So yes, I've said before, if Trent Dilfer can win a championship and do the bare minimum, why the hell can't Marcus Mariota?
Okay.
King Kale just said something else too. That's another name.
Jimmy G could have won one. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, because I got some numbers here as far as where Marcus Mariota is so far this season for a lot of us that may know. 71 completions on 123 attempts on 57 completion percentage, 926 yards, 7.5 yards per attempt, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 12 sacks, 7 fumbles. So when we look at that, well, like I said, the majority of people kind of look at that and they look at that stat line. It was this is where you kind of see that I don't know because it's not it's let me use a baseball reference here. He has Mendoza line numbers. For those that don't know what the Mendoza line is, that's batting 200. That's the median. So when you see him on the field, you see plays where you see where he can get, you see where, okay, he can take it to the promised land or get good, and then you see some of the mistakes. And I think people kind of harp in on the mistakes more so than what he does, the good things that he do. And this is where the Desmond Ridder conversation comes in at. And I got a question for everybody tuning into this show tonight. I'm going to throw this out here. How many and I want everybody to be honest with this one. How many of y'all actually liked the Desmond Ridder pick from the get-go?
I would love to see the comments for this.
Be honest. Because I remember certain names and certain comments. Like I said, be truthful now. I'm just because I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to see if there's some folks in here with me. But the reason why I asked that question is because it's certain names that I've seen out here that has been calling for Desmond Ridder were the same guys that said that he was trash. Now, Mike, I got another question for you. Do you feel like Nathan Floyd, I said that how did you honestly feel about when the Falcons drafted Desmond Ridder before the season started? But my question to you would be is, what do you think it would take for the Falcons to actually pull the trigger on that to start Desmond Ridder? What do you think that it would take for that? And
we ain't doing shit. Look, we're winning games, and we ain't doing shit as far as I wouldn't say we ain't doing anything. The passing game could be better, but this is where I say I pull everybody card and ask you guys this question. And most people say, I always say this: well, he can't be any worse than how come? You got the starter who's actually played in the NFL. What makes you guys think he's going to be better than the starter? There's a reason why he was named the starter to begin with. So what makes you guys, that's the question that I have, what makes you think that he's going to be better than what Ridder is doing, what Mariota is doing? Because we're still having the issue with communication as far as the wide receivers concerned. They're dropping easy passes, and let's be real, Mariota has a big time arm, but it's not one of those Brett Favre or Michael Vick type of arms where they about to break your damn fingers off. Like, he's not throwing, he doesn't throw that hard, so there's no reason for them to be dropping these passes. So what makes you think that bringing in a rookie who has never play one game in the NFL as a NFL starter in the regular season, what makes you think this team would be better when we already having those issues right now?
Yeah.
Keyshawn Vlad just said something too.
Oh, hold on. Let me go ahead. Kenny Pickett is struggling right now in Pittsburgh. So it's not always a guarantee to think that, okay, the answer is right there as far as a Desmond Ridder. Because, like I said, as you know, a lot of people over here will tell you on the AFN unholy alliance side of the game that Desmond Ridder was actually a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But the homie Devontae said something earlier here in the show. Let me go back up here and see if I can find it. God damn it. I done passed it. But he literally said, oh, here we go. He is where he needs to be on the side learning, and it's okay.
Chase, I got a question for you.
Go ahead. What you got for me?
Do you know why the job of a defensive assistant, offensive assistant, quarterback assistant, what is their job?
Their job is to, and I'm just gonna make a guess. I'm gonna make a guess on here because, like I said, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but my guess is to help incorporate the backups, keep them ready, just in
Mm-hmm.
case anything happens. But especially when you're dealing with like a rookie quarterback that you may have
Mm-hmm.
backing up a quarterback, it's their job to keep them in the loop as far as looking at game situations, see what Marcus
Mm-hmm.
Mariota is doing wrong, see what he's doing good, and incorporate it into your skill system. So
Mm-hmm.
what happens is when your time comes, you've already been prepared for anything that happens.
Mm-hmm.
I just threw a guess out there. I just wanted to
I
make sure.
mean that you're right on when I was going with this is essentially to assist the players on whatever the coach is thinking.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally that job. Whatever the coach said, all right, I need you to be focused on this aspect of the game. I need you to be looking at, whether it's the cadence of the quarterback and how he uh, gets to the line with a certain speed. He's looking at the clock. He's looking at the wide receivers. Like he's in this quarterback's ear time and time again, where the coach can't be in the quarterback's ear. So that's why you have defensive assistants and things of that nature for them to sit back and be the voice of the head coach and teach whatever and kind of follow through whatever the head coach or the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator wants of them. So that's why you have those assistants there to essentially be that because the head coach can't always be there. So that's why you have those guys there. So it's at the end of the day, what we're talking about, and when we talk about development of players, that's why you have the developmental players. We have some players that don't develop, and we see this all over the league because they don't have a great support system behind that particular head coach.
You folk in here tripping. You talk about Gray Jarrett hit Tom Brady from the back, hit him from the back. but but yeah, like Ultra Shadow here said, man. He said folks got to be patient. He said, yeah, like I said, we want to see Ritter play, but he needs to learn. And like I said, and Michael here, he actually hit one of the major talking points we're talking about. Once you put Ritter in, there's no turning back. You don't turn back from that. So if you put him in when he's not ready, and it doesn't get any better, like I said, there's no turning back from that. Because if I'm trying to think of that situation, let me ask you a question. And
Oh, I
since
got this. I really go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
yeah. Since we over here
On the
asking
case.
question dialogue, rotating questions here. Let me ask you something. Um, how many quarterbacks have you seen in your lifetime? Well, why are you gonna say lifetime? But like in the last, I say maybe 15 years, that were forced into those starting situations sooner than where they needed to be, and it was detrimental to them in their careers.
Whew. Ouch. Um, a lot of people ain't gonna believe me when I say this, but I think Cam Newton was kind of forced into a situation where he needed to learn how to be a quarterback. He relied too heavily on his athleticism, and he didn't learn the game properly. And you kind of see that after 2015, even how about 2015, 14, 15, where you see, he was making plays, but he was making plays running the ball. He wasn't making a lot of plays actually being a quarterback. So he never really learned how to be a quarterback. And then you see him now that he still has a little bit of athleticism. Yeah, he knows the game, but since he's never learned how to actually be a quarterback, he's no good to the NFL right now. Even at a tender age of 32? The dude 32 years old. He can still, that's a lot. I mean, Tom Brady damn near half a century and he's still playing. So guys like him, it's gonna hurt a lot of Falcons fans to say this, but Michael Vick, he was forced into action. He wasn't ready. Dan Reed did not want to play him. He wanted Chris Chandler to continue to play for the rest of the season until Michael Vick learned how to be a quarterback. And you can throw that's another name. Ryan Leaf is another guy. Like he just was never. I'm a cross that one out because I just think he was just fucking retard. I don't even like he was just retarded from the very beginning. I think he had the necessary skill, but he was just fucking retarded. Like he one of those guys that's like, I don't have to do anything. I'm Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a Kanye West of the damn
he's
football.
spoiled, just basically.
Yeah, he's a spoiled freaking brat. So like I don't even like we gotta throw him out. David Carr is a guy like I think he had what it takes, but hell, he kept getting his brain splattered all on the damn ground. So, but it's quite a few guys. Like you can go up and down the roster. Joey Harrington for one. I think Joey Harrington was forced.
Christian Ponder. Josh Rosen was another one. They gave up on him after 1 year.
He never got a chance. Yeah, those guys like they were forced into that. They needed to learn.
And I said somebody, and then I saw a comment here was talking about D. Coleman said, how do we know Ridder isn't ready? Said Troy was looking lost all season up until last week. Now he looks like a starting linebacker. That's because they gave him time to do so. That's the key word.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. So it's pretty much basing it off of what Troy Anderson did this past game and how he's starting to look more comfortable in the offense and stuff. But there's a difference with that though. even though he was looking lost so far in the beginning of the season, he was still getting snaps. So he was able to learn on the fly. See, that's a different position because at linebacker,
That's
like I
exactly
said,
what I'm going.
your linebackers are always interchanging. So, like I said, you're not expecting him to be the starting middle linebacker right off the bat. Like I said, yes, he looked lost, but he got them inklings, he got them chances to get those snaps to kind of see what the hell's going on, to be able to read it from the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, once he got in the game last week, it's like a switch and flip. Now, is he going to be able to replicate that this week? We don't know because we haven't seen him in a situation where he may legitimately start from the beginning of the game.
Oh, see, this is stuff I'm talking about.
I need to see Ridder because I don't want to blow a pick on a quarterback next year. I'd rather have a Will Anderson, Jalen Carter, especially if Ridder can be the guy. See, we're thinking too far ahead of the game right here, and this is one of the major issues. We can't think too far ahead because the problem is now the expectancy that you're saying I'd rather have a Will Anderson or a Jalen Carter, which means you're really not expecting the Falcons to really do much this year. Like I say, is it a possibility the Falcons may not win another game this year? It's a possibility. But nobody thought the Falcons was going to win 2 of their first 5 games this year.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, people? Let's just this is no jab at you, but just listen to your comment. All right, let me just read this again, okay? I need to see Ridder because I don't want to blow a pick on a quarterback next year.
So basically, hold on. Let's break that down right
Break
quick.
it down. That's exactly what I like to do.
I need to see Ridder because I don't want to blow a pick on the quarterback, which essentially means is saying is you're not really saying you're looking for Ridder in good faith. It's more so of this is the guys who I really want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah.
On top of that, the fact that you said I don't want to blow a pick on a quarterback next year. How do you avoid all of that, K Styles? How do you avoid blowing a pick on a quarterback? Let's think how do you build a team, a successful team? We've been through this. One of our famous quotes on this network is what, K Styles?
You build the trenches, you run the damn ball, and you win fucking games.
It's that simple. That's how you don't waste a damn pick on a quarterback. Mm-hmm. If you build the trenches, you run the damn ball, you don't have to worry about wasting picks on quarterbacks or first rounders. So you can guess what?
See.
You can go get those defensive guys. You can go get that cornerback. You can go get a linebacker. You can go get one of the best kickers in college if he's a generational talent like a Sebastian Janikowski or Morton Anderson. Guy. You can do those types of things when you build the team a proper way. But if you don't have a running game for any quarterback or any system in place for that quarterback, how are you going to know if the quarterback is good or not? You're not going to get a Matt Ryan ever again. You're never going to see a Peyton Manning ever again. You're never going to see another Drew Brees ever again. You're never going to see a Tom Brady and all these other quarterbacks ever again. Chances are every organization is going to have one great quarterback. One. It's very few organizations that have had at least 2 to 3 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. I'm talking about generational talents. The Green Bay Packers are one. The 49ers are another one. The Cowboys, I can say they there if you want to throw Troy Aikman in there. But like it's very seldom you're gonna see quarterbacks grow on trees like that. So how teams like the Ravens have had sustained success is building the trenches, running that damn ball, playing defense, sound special teams. Justin Tucker is one of the greatest kickers of all time. He don't miss a damn thing. Okay, this is how you don't worry. This is how you don't worry about blowing a pick on a quarterback. You build the team the proper way. So I understand what you did, but this is what we always talk about.
Mm-hmm. Then look at what Josh said. Cooper Rush is 5-0 as a starter. Think about that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Rush, and this is crazy as hell because one of my co-workers today, who was a Cowboys fan, pointed out to me that they have an interesting dynamic to where Cooper Rush is actually offensive coordinator, was his teammate when they all came in the goddamn league together.
Man, all Cooper Rush is doing is checking the damn ball
Checking
down,
the ball
okay?
off
And not doing it.
Like I said, all they doing is running the damn ball and checking the ball off, bro. Like I said, a lot of times that's all you need. The main thing is you limit mistakes. Now, which brings to a point here. Turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? No. I'm gonna say that a little bit for later. So, let me ask everybody this. Let me see. Okay, Shane said Byron left with Josh Freeman. Shane said you never know when leaving him on the bench. I think this is where the issue kind of comes into, and this is kind of what we say before is when I'm gonna say it like this, and I don't want to bring this up, but that video we saw that I saw earlier that was in our chat, where they were talking about this being a quarterback driven league. See, people like us as football fans, a lot of us are so enamored by that starter and quarterbacks need to come in and automatically, okay, they need to be superstars right away type of thing. But there was a point in time in the NFL where I ain't gonna say it was kind of rare to have quarterbacks come in right away and making impacts. Like you had to be a special talent, like you said, a Dan Marino. That mother they almost won the Super Bowl with him as a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
But look what happened after that. He never went back after that. And then we need to kind of realize right now Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot are playing mind games with the fans and the media. This is, like I said, this is, and what I mean by they're playing mind games is they're building something without giving away the plans. Am I right, Mike?
I mean, that's exactly right. I mean, that's
Right.
that's how you actually build a team. If everybody knows what you're gonna do, your opponents and your division can kind of plan for your demise. So that's the way things should be. Um,
Because
good.
I'm about to say because if it was a case of rushing processes like that, would Patrick Mahomes be the quarterback that he is now? We don't know.
Mhm.
But guess what they did? Everybody keeps forgetting that Kansas City Chiefs team was a 12-4 football team that got ousted in the playoffs. They took a chance on Patrick Mahomes because guess what? Just like we said earlier, Mike, what did they do?
They ran the ball well. They had a great offensive line. They had Will Shields and that offensive line. Like they had a damn good offensive line back then.
Mm-hmm.
I
They've
mean, I think he
already.
was a little bit up in age, but he was still a quality offense. They still had a quality offensive line there, like, but they ran the ball and they played sound defense. So
Mm-hmm.
you can take a chance on a quarterback.
You can take the chance on a quarterback when you're a 12-4 football team. The Kansas City Chiefs moved up 17 spots to get Patrick Mahomes. And he literally played one game. He really sat the whole entire year, soaking up the knowledge.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the same
Mm,
thing. Tyreek Hill became an absolute monster. He was drafted in the 5th round. While we worried about first round picks, Grady
mm-hmm,
Jarrett, another 5th round pick. While we worried about first round picks.
mm. The New England Patriots, outside of cheating, made their damn living off of getting value for their draft picks, which means they rarely drafted in the first round. They gave away first round picks
Mm-hmm.
to get second and third round picks.
Yeah.
And guess what? Those first round picks they gave up, those second and third round picks they got for that first round pick, they paid the value of two players, of two draft picks for one draft pick. And this is how they built their team. They didn't build their team with superstars. They built their team with guys that fit a system. This is what Baltimore used to do. Build a guy based on the system. This is what the Steelers used to do. You have a culture and you build the team to fit that culture.
I mean, that's how Tom Brady became. I mean, most of the big time quarterbacks from Tom
Mm-hmm.
Brady all the way to um, Joe Montana. Joe Montana was a 3rd round pick, people. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
a 1st round pick. Why are we so infatuated with these 1st round picks?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, is Desmond Ridder the better quarterback? To me personally, yes, he is. I think I like me personally. I think he's the better quarterback, skill wise.
Mm-hmm. Let me just take it
But
to basketball for a quick. Let's just real quick because I
oh yeah,
like I
go ahead, go ahead.
because
What you got for me?
I want people to remember this. And I'm the one. I was not a Kobe Bryant fan. When he came into the league, all he was good for was dunking because he couldn't shoot worth a damn. But he kept working on it. He made his practices was legendary, shooting 1,000 shots every practice, every day. He worked on it. Michael Jordan wasn't known for his shooting coming in. He was known for his athleticism, dunking on people and doing things. Steph Curry came into the league. He was scrawny as hell.
Ankles
He
made
couldn't
out of
body up
damn
nobody.
tissue paper. Ankles
He
made
was
out of
soft as
tissue
shit.
paper.
Look, come on, man. I can keep going on and on and on. Those guys actually worked on their game. That's what we talking about. So a lot of these times when we look at these players, we look at what they are now, not what they are when you draft them. Yeah, Will Anderson looked good in college because he's not going against great college. Because you go back and look at that game against Georgia, where was Will Anderson? I'm just saying. He didn't make a lot of plays. Georgia neutralized him when they started running the goddamn ball. They ran all through Alabama. And you take that to the NFL is going to do exactly that. They're going to force you to be physical. They're going to attack your weaknesses in the NFL. They love, especially guys like Matt Ryan and Drew Brees, Tom Brady. These guys love to pick on the worst. Okay? They're going to make sure they pick on the worst player in the run and in the pass. And they're going to go after it time and time and time again. So if they feel like, all right, Desmond Ridder, he stays in the pocket a little bit too long, guess what? They're going to start sending some delayed blitzes because they know the quarterback is going to sit there and sit there and sit there and sit there, and he's not going to throw the ball. That's what Desmond Ridder has been doing in the preseason. He sits there and sit there and sit there, and then they send those delayed blitzes because he's looking for wide receivers to get open rather than actually throwing guys open. There's a difference between the types of quarterbacks.
And then, like you said, we gotta act like sitting down for a year is not a bad thing. Like you said, if you have a coaching staff that believes in what you're doing, because remember, my bad, cat scratching against the wall. I don't know how the hell a cat scratching up against a brick wall, but okay. But yeah, we have to remember too, like I said, it's nothing wrong with that because even if you draft a quarterback in the third round, that's still a big investment in a quarterback. Now, it may not be as big of an investment as a first round quarterback, but you drafting a quarterback within the first 3 rounds, this is a guy that you are expecting to be the future.
Mm-hmm.
See, the problem is when we look at these quarterback positions and how they're evaluated based on media perception is, if you're not drafted in the first round, you're no good. And Fidel Ella here had an interesting point. She said Mariota looks better than what his stats say.
We saw that last week. All them drop passes.
Like I said, out of those fourth quarters that the Falcons done had these past 5 games, they came down to Marcus Mariota have to make a certain throw or two. And he made those throws in those situations that kept the Falcons within striking distance of these games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do we need him to do it for all 4 quarters? Yes. We need to see this offense hitting on all cylinders from the beginning to the end. But and this is credit. This is like I said, and this is credit to the Falcons defense. This is credit to those guys. This is credit for these guys having that mindset of like, nah, we not finna give up without a fight. This is why we give the credit to the culture that they are trying to set here.
Let me throw some stats out there for you guys because this is a team that was literally in the Super Bowl last year. They was
Hey,
giving
hold
up.
on. Hold on, Mike. Before you get the stats, man, listen, hey, man, we got to get some of these likes up, man. We got 103 people in here.
Okay.
We need to get this thing up to at least 50. So we got to hit the 6-man timeout right quick and let y'all hit that like button, bro. But yeah, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well for your boy 6-Man K Styles as well as Mad Mike Sports. Need to get him to the 10K side of the game. And my goal is the 2K side of the game.
You a handful away from 2K himself, so let's
get you up there as well. Hey, we got the beats. All right. That was a quick timeout right there. We right there, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Definitely appreciate y'all. The one thing y'all don't realize about that like button, which is free, is it helps the algorithms for these channels to get more eyes on them. Viewerships do it too, but they looking at interactions and stuff. And like I said, we need to show these people that there are Falcon fans out here that are down with the team that can talk about Falcons football without having to put a negative narrative all the damn time. Nothing wrong with criticism, but there's a difference between criticism and just being a negative Nancy. But Mike, you said you had some stats for us, man. Go ahead and bless us with those stats.
So, every show we got to give a Mad Mike stat of the day. So, today's stat is brought to you by Manscaped. So, if you guys want a couple of, some shavers, you got a nice little beard you want to kind of shave, and get that little man region in check because you go a certain someone's house and you get over there and you looking at her and then you looking at yours like, damn, I think I should have did something. You don't want that mistake. So go ahead and go over to Manscaped, get you a shaver, 20% off, free shipping by using the code AFN. That's all you need to do. You get a 20% discount on anything and free shipping. But this stat is awfully familiar for what we're doing. Now, my thing is, why does the Atlanta Falcons get looked down upon when the team that was literally in the Super Bowl and everybody thought there was a generational offense and these guys were just going to blow up the league and just, we had a couple of people in here and they somehow, it went quiet. But that's it. That's a whole nother subject. But these people were saying that, Cincinnati offense was just, they were going to burn up the entire league. Well, Cincinnati last week, we're talking about Baltimore, a team that has been giving up damn near 300, 400 yards consistently this year. They had 217 yards passing with all of their talent. Repeat that. 217 yard passing. 101 yards rushing. Now, the Falcons don't have any of that. You see where I'm going, K-Style? You see what the Falcons don't have a Jamar Chase.
Wait, hold on. Hello. Hello.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We don't have a Joe Mixon.
So are you telling me that Joe Shiesty
and
Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Hayden Hurst, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon, the next, like you said, the next most explosive offense in the league?
Yeah, putting up the Atlanta Falcons numbers. But the Falcons are getting criticized for doing exactly what they're doing without the talent. With all that talent, they should never have anything less than 250 yards passing. With that talent and that quarterback and that running back, why? Well, they got 3 good wide receivers. 2, I'll just say 2 good wide receivers.
They got 3. Tyler Boyd is a damn good.
He's a pretty good one himself. So this is what I'm talking about. The Falcons don't have that talent, and we're putting up the exact same numbers. So at the end of the day, this is one of the reasons why we say you got to trust the scheme, because at some point in time, those guys are going to get it. Chemistry is everything. You get figured out in this NFL real quick. And that's the defenses from other, like the opponents. Offenses start to figure out what you're doing. Defense start to figure out what you're doing. And this is where the strong survive. Because injuries are going to occur. You're going to get those 3rd and 4th stringers coming in, them backups coming in. And then their Falcons, they stay healthy. They're going to start making plays. So at the end of the day, Cincinnati, they being figured out right now with the best talent, one of the best offenses in the league. They being figured out. What's their excuse?
I'm going to tell you exactly what Cincinnati's problem was. It's the same problem the Falcons have been dealing with for the last 8 to 10 years. You build the team from the outside in instead of the inside out. They still giving up sacks. The biggest difference this year is that nobody, like I said, nobody fears them. They can't shock nobody. They can't surprise nobody because, like I said, the tape is out there.
By the way, D. Coleman, you said should have fed Mixon. Well, Mixon he got some tails in his game right now, and the offense is struggling.
Ooh,
you saw that case style?
I seen that.
Yeah, he got some tails in his game, and everybody figured him out.
Oh yeah. For a lot of people that don't know what Mike is talking about, there was actually some footage that got put out that I saw today that says that Joe Mixon cadences are actually telling what the plays are in Cincinnati.
This is what we talk about repetition with quarterback. These are the subtle things that defenses pick up. You remember when Deion Sanders and Chad Johnson was back and forth, and they were standing in front of each other and said, based on your foot, I know where you're gonna go. These are the things that NFL defenses can pick up on.
Right.
They can see your shoulder like this. They can see you looking up like this, and it's like, I already know what you're doing. It's a subtle. This is what we always talk about: the small, intricate details of football that you got to get down right. Julio Jones. I know you guys remember when Xavier Rose was talking about Julio Jones. He was like, Julio Jones is probably one of the only wide receivers in the league that you could never tell what he was where he was going on the field. But when he was getting the ball, he was like Julio would have an extra pep in his step, and he picked up on that type of stuff. So he knew Julio was getting the ball. So Julio Jones had to go back and correct that part of it. So he would go back, have to jog the same way each time because Rose picked up on that type of stuff. These are the small intricate details that college players, when they come out of the league, they got to break these types of habits because teams pick up on this type of stuff. This is why Cincinnati is struggling right now.
Yeah, man, like you said, Jamar Chase ain't taking the top off the defenses like he did last year. They taking that away from him. Like you said, the season's still early, but right now, the Cincinnati Bengals look like the Cincinnati Bengals of 2003.
Hello. Look, we're not here to burst you guys' bubble when it comes down to like crap on your favorite teams, but this is what we talking about. This is why Bill Belichick had to cheat so many years because he could, record people. And like I said, this is not a shot at him, but this is the reason why he was doing these types of things, so he can pick up all those subtle things with their offense and with their formations. They typically do this in this formation, and that formation they do this. Those are the reason why that's why he was doing it. It isn't because he didn't know the play that he was doing, because like I said, we've been saying for years, ain't nothing in the NFL new. They've been running pistols since the 1940s. You know what I'm saying? They've been running pistol formations forever. It ain't nothing new. The spread offense ain't nothing new about the spread offense. The Falcons were running that. The Houston Oilers was running that. Everybody was running that spread offense. This is nothing new when it comes down to football and formations thing. It's about the subtle, intricate details of football that teams pick on. The great coaches look for. They look for when a quarterback say, when he do that type of stuff, they can hear it in his voice if he's trying to do a certain thing. If he just said real quick, just he know he ain't he just those type of things. Whatever quarterbacks, like some quarterbacks would use the same. That's why you hear Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning would use the same cadence all the time. But other quarterbacks, they would change their cadence and they would change their voice levels as far as the cadence is concerned, and defense can pick up on these type of things. So this is the reason why a guy like Desmond Ridder had to sit back and learn these types of things, because these, like I said, these people, I mean, they got microphones now, bro. They pick up everything. Why you think Mike Duck is so
everything?
Mike Duck is
everything.
They picking up everything. That's the reason why they got mic'd up these days. They ain't doing that for our entertainment.
Right. Yeah, that was the same Joe Mixon that hit that woman in the bar. Yeah. He was actually supposed to have been a first round pick running back that year, but after he got in that incident, he fell all the way to the third round. But shout out to Bridget for that one. And Jody here said, "Love you guys, such intelligent football conversations. I learned so much. Thank you." Hey, we definitely appreciate that, man. But it ain't also just us. I mean, like you said, we go off of the comments from the people that watches the shows of us all the time, the people that hit us up. And a lot of y'all don't realize that a lot of these shows that we do, and Juan Hill would tell you, a lot of these shows that we do come from y'all. We take no credit for that. Like tonight's conversation has been a brewing conversation, a brewing topic within the Falcon fan base since the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Y'all look, y'all can say one. You can have one comment, and y'all have no idea how that'll irk my nerves. He'll just say one thing and say, "Oh hell no, I'm about to go live." Bam, and I have all these thoughts in my head, and I do it live. It's just based on y'all comments. So this is the reason why we love when you guys comment. Please don't, even if we don't agree, y'all will spark up an entire show for probably the entire week just by commenting something. We encourage you guys to comment. I don't care if we don't agree. I love it when we disagree.
One of the biggest video that I have on my channel came from a damn comment from a show that had nothing to do with the damn show. And for those that don't know, is the biggest video I got on my channel is Lamar Jackson to Atlanta, and that all came from a damn question that had nothing to do with the show that it came from.
Nothing. So y'all spark these conversations.
Talk about look what your man said. You sound like a PBS commentator coming from viewers like you. I'm like, oh Lord. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Hey man, I ain't even gonna lie, boy. PBS used to be my shit, boy.
Man. That be bomb.
Hey, look,
boy.
Look, bro. When Bob Ross came on, look, when Reading Rainbow came on, Bob Ross came on,
bro.
New Yankee Workshop, boy. I was,
yes, sir.
Woo.
Man, come on, man. Y'all don't know. Y'all know nothing about that,
boy. When Bob Ross come, look, bro. When Bob Ross come on, bro, I'm glued to the TV.
Oh yeah,
I'm glued to the TV.
Bro, I don't know. It was just something about his voice that was just like so, I guess soothing.
Because he was a damn hippie. This motherfucker had a pet squirrel.
That's probably what it was. That's probably what bro. That's probably what it was. That's probably exactly what it was.
That boy
took this boy for real.
Look. He's like, all the little trees and shrubs. And the one thing a lot of people don't realize about Bob, it
makes sense now that you say it. It makes sense now that you say it. Because he used to love to paint trees. You know what I'm saying? Love to paint trees
and bushes and landscapes. I was like, boy, what?
Let me throw a little green right here. That little dab of green right here.
Man, that boy had shrooms. Fuck that, boy. That was shrooms he was on. Yeah, got a white man with an afro like that.
Come on, man.
Happy to paint these little happy trees. You know, when I was on the nature walk the other day, and I was just sitting there and I'm looking at the squirrels, just chewing on the acorns, and I was like, man, life is just so beautiful.
I didn't know what the hell I'm talking about, but it sounds so good when he was
gonna put a little brush right here. That'll be our little secret.
Oh man.
I wonder if anybody noticed that Bob Ross's paint style was so simplistic that it was fucking amazing. This dude did nothing but paint and fucking X's the whole goddamn show. Everything was X, everything. Well, outside of when he had to do the little dab on it. Yeah. Reading Rainbow, boy. LeVar Burton adds like, hey, welcome to the happy world of reading.
That's the happiest nigga I ever seen in my life.
I'm like, damn, boy, you went from roots to Reading Rainbow, bro. I'm like, God damn.
Hi, guys. How you doing? I'm going to read a great book today. Like, bro.
I think he was on shrooms doing that, too.
He was. Come on with me. Let's go read. I'm a great book for you guys.
There you go. Let's go ahead and open this book. Yeah, see, you see what y'all doing now, and this is why people love this show. Cause you see what we did. We just went from talking football to reading Rainbow and Bob Ross.
Oh,
But yeah, man. Hey, man, kids, and that's the one thing that I will say about our kids today are kind of missing out on. It's just having those type of programs where it was just simple.
oh my God, yeah.
Sonya's talking about this old house. Yeah, this old house
That's
was
whole
another
house.
one.
That one too. Yeah.
Zoom was another, but Zaboomer food, that was another.
Oh, yeah.
He said, tell us a story, Zabu. He's like, I was going down the mountain and I was doing like this. Leave.
Bro, I still don't know what the hell the things were.
What? I'm telling you, man. All
I'm
the
always
PBS,
like this.
Look, I'm telling y'all right now. All those shows on PBS, everybody was on shrooms or crack.
Everybody.
Even the kids on Zoom was on shrooms. They had to be. Ain't no way in hell.
I ain't never seen people that happy in my life, bro.
Arthur, what a wonderful kind of day. We go to work and play and get along with each other. We listen to the heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes.
We're not gonna do Fraggle
together.
Rock. Let's not do Fraggle Rock.
Working together. It's a simple message, and it comes from the heart. Believe in yourself, because that's the place to start. And I said, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. We can come to work. Yeah, Mr. Rogers was on that shit too. That motherfucker had a song for everything. Mr. Rogers.
Man, a song for tennis shoes. It's time your shoes.
I'm tired of my shoes. We're gonna have a day. I'm gonna check the mailbox to see if everything is A-okay.
Oh, we done took everybody through a whole damn memory lane, bro.
Wait a minute. Come and let's play together in the bright sunny weather. Let's all go to Gullah Island. That was the ugliest yellow frog.
Gullah Island.
Hey, that's from the Gullah Geechee tribe, bro. They said we got to put respect on their name. That show was still crazy as hell with that big ass yellow frog, though.
Oh my God.
Oh, I got one for y'all too. Eureka's Castle.
No. It's funny. It's funny that you bring, because, bro, I literally watched every last one of them. I never missed that.
Exactly.
I never missed them.
Exactly.
Good gosh.
Whew. Hey, damn, God.
Yeah, I think we're showing our age on They be like, what the hell, y'all? Y'all forgot about a lot of this stuff, man. Yeah, I think y'all, bro, I'm telling y'all gonna be going down memory lane, bro.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. What was the other show? What was the other show they used to? What was the other show they used to come over?
They had quite a few. Clifford
the Big Red Dog. Yeah, Curious.
I mean, obviously Sesame Street, but I like Sesame Street for a different reason.
I got one.
I like Sesame Street because I like goddamn Oscar the Grouch. That man would trump people out all the damn time. I love the hell out of some damn.
What's that? Big Bird. Shut up.
Get away from my.
Oh, Lord. Wait a minute. I just had one in mind. Like you said, somebody said Beetleborgs, Magic School Bus.
Gosh.
Oh, my
God. Wow. That's one. I wanted to beat up on
Inspector Gadget. That was another one. Ren and Stimpy was
Boy,
Ren and Stimpy
expect to
was
catch
the
it with my, but that was my thing. That was it. Dragon Tales was another one. I love the hell out of Dragon Tales.
I got
Boy,
another one.
Dragon
Y'all
Tales.
ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready for this one.
No, don't do the sing along with lamb chops. That shit ain't gonna ever stop. Literally.
I don't know the words to
that motherfucker ain't gonna stop.
Hey, look, the Bernstein Bears was my shit.
That one too. Yep. That one too. Oh my god. Yeah.
Dang,
Lord.
Wild and Crazy Kids, Nickelodeon Guts, Legends of the Hidden Temple,
Captain Kangaroo.
What's that? Camp Salute Your Shorts. They had a Western one too. I always forget the name of it. They had Are You Afraid of?
Damn, what's that?
They was supposed to be like cowboys or something. Like it was supposed to be like kid cowboys or something like that. I always forget the name of that. You had Double Dare. Damn boy, y'all man.
Ooh,
good God. That was back in 1992.
Bro, and
bro, that was 30 years ago.
Wow. Hey Dude was another one, yeah.
Bro,
yeah, we don't turn this whole show into
this
nostalgia project.
This whole show that got depressing now because damn boy, that shit was damn near over 25 years ago when these shows was at its peak.
Wow. Yeah.
Hey man, shoot. Oh boy, Captain Kangaroo.
Captain Kangaroo. Wow. Yeah, I do remember that. Captain Planet was my shit. It was dumb as hell, but I love Captain Planet for whatever reason.
Captain Planet, he's a hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero.
Damn, I damn know these damn songs too. Golly.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I got one for all my peoples. My brother and me was my shit. My brother,
man.
Alfie.
Wow. Oh man. Oh man. Good God. It's
all right,
yeah,
man,
we don't want for PBS to all our cartoon lineup sitting in front right after school.
Mm-hmm.
While you doing your homework.
While you're doing your homework.
Doing your homework.
Oh my God. See, like I said, they don't know, man. They really don't know, bro. They don't know. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Oh my Lord. Them game shows used to be off chain, though. I ain't even gonna tell.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Of course, they told it how it would say BET uncut.
No, we ain't
going down that road.
We ain't going that way. No, we're not doing that one.
Coach said Puzzle Place. It was another one too, bro. What was that other one that used to come right after that? It was Carmen Sandiego, Nick Arcade. Nick Arcade was one of the major reasons why video games became popular.
Goosebumps. Wow. I totally forgot about that one.
Wow, man. Every time I think about Goosebumps, I think about them damn book fairs, boy. I always got a Goosebump book every book fair, but I never read it for some reason. I always
damn, you either?
I never read it.
I never
I used to buy Goosebumps books at them book fairs all the time, but I
all
never read the book.
But I wasted a lot of my parents' money, boy.
Now, if I'd been like how I am today, I definitely would be reading them. All right, y'all, man, we're gonna go ahead and wind this damn thing.
So we'll be at this month.
I I got some video clips I need to be watching now because of y'all asses. So let's
This
go ahead.
episode will be on Mad Mike Sports on all the Spotify podcasts. So you might want to check that out about 11 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow it should be on. So
this is all that. This is all that. Hell, shit. When Coolio died, I forgot to sing the Keenan and Kel theme song. Everybody out there, go run and tell your homeboys, homegirls, the top of Keenan and Kel. They keep you laughing in the afternoon, so don't touch that dial up, leave it, because they always in summer fun and you don't want to miss it. It's double K, like 2 good ways. Keenan and Kel, should I say Kel and Keenan? Because you got to watch Keenan, because Keenan be scheming with a plan or a plot to make it to the top, because they kind of in the middle, because they always getting caught. It ain't the Hardy Boys, so next to Mr. Reese, and Keenan Kel and Yo, a Seaford Roy, Abbott Costello, Magic Karima, Penatella, somebody's in trouble. Oh, here it goes. Oh, net. Okay, we about to go ahead and end this show because, like I said, y'all done got me. Now I gotta start watching some clips. And everybody tuning in to the 6-man combo. Y'all done brought us down memory lane on some cartoons that I have to go back and watch. So you already know. Y'all go ahead and continue to support 6-Man K Styles as well as Mad Mike Sports. And stay tuned tomorrow for the heavy hitters as we give our 3 keys for the Falcons versus 49ers game. And right after that, you're going to get Dirty Bird Thursdays with Juan, with Madness, with Knight Rider, with Ant, with Blackberry. So y'all stay tuned for this lineup we're going to give y'all this week. Also, Coach. Because guess what, people? We ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't gotta go home.
But you gotta get
I got one more. Kimber the White Line.
Oh my God, you really did throw that one in there.
No, what was it? Bear,
I
Bear
still watch 6-Man to this day on Disney Plus.
Yeah. What was it? Bear in the Big Blue House. That was the ugliest bear suit ever, bro. That motherfucker looked fat bastard with fur on. Oh my God. All right, people. Deuces.